When I was younger, I had a lot of goals. I had a lot of dreams. I was a very ambitious kid. I didn't really know what focus is, or just the idea of doing one thing at a time and not hopping from one thing to another. And if you're watching this video and maybe you're ambitious and you want to do a lot of things in your life as well, and you're young and you don't know what to do, like I have all these things. I want to do this. I aspire to be this. I want to do this. In this video, I want to share like a message to people around my age or maybe younger than me, or what I wish I would have heard when I was younger. If you're new to this channel, my name is Elijah, and I pretty much talk about anything about self-development and how to start your online business in this channel. So there are a lot of things that I wish I could have told myself when I was younger, or when I started having these big ambitious goals. And one of them is, my guy, slow down and take it one step at a time. If you're interested at something right now, like let's say you're interested in photography or creating videos in YouTube, don't allow other people influence your decision, and just focus at it. Like have this hyper focus that stop looking at other opportunities. There will always be other opportunities out there. So if I would say to my younger self, just focus on one thing. I think that's one thing I've struggled since ever then. Even now I still struggle at focusing on one thing. I feel like, oh, I can do this and I can do this too, but I can do this, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, no, 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 no. Just focus on one thing. You cannot experience compound effect, or that compound effect, if you don't focus in one thing. Love it and just stick to it. Give it time to grow and give your time to get better at it. Because I feel like that's one of my problems. I don't know if you're watching this video, if your problem too is like, you give it time, let's say a few months, and you're like, oh, I'm not getting better at this. Maybe this is not for me. And I struggle at that a lot. Like the imposter syndrome of, I cannot get good at this. But because I constantly compare myself to like other people. Oh, this guy's doing this and he's only this age and he's already done this amount of X amount of revenue this month. And I'm like, bro, chill out. Yes, maybe he's just only 18, but he started when he was 14 or 15, and you're literally like 17 or 18, and he has 4 years on you. He has 4 years of experience of learning failure and all these things on you. And you're worrying about that? Like, you cannot compare your journey to someone else's journey. Like, bro, just focus at one thing. I think another thing too is, don't be hard on yourself. Yes, strive for greatness, but at the same time too, you're just adding extra amount of stress that's unnecessary when you're being so hard on yourself. You cannot, I cannot think about anything that what's beneficial about being hard on yourself. Like, you're just like, oh, I'm this and that. Like, yes, you could always do better, but you need to like think strategically and detach yourself from what you're doing currently. Because if you're like emotional about it, then you're not going to be able to learn from the situation or scenario, and your decision is gonna be impacted by your emotions. Then in return, you're going to like be influential. If it's like you're not doing well, then oh, maybe I'm just not for me. And if you're doing pretty good, and then you're like, well, I'm doing really good, I'm gonna like relax a little bit. I need some time to like go give myself some reward. Like, I feel like that's one of the things. Like, I've experienced like some good amount of success when I was 18, but I feel like one of the flaws that I didn't understand is you need to always have that underdog mentality and not allowing your head get over you and your ego. Like, you're like, oh, I'm just like, bro, just focus on it. Like, still work as like you don't have anything. Like, that's one thing I want to like shove in your face right now. Like, if I see you, bro, like, don't get that over you. Like, yes, maybe you might have you've done really well. You focused out 1 year and you had exponential growth, like in basketball, right? Let's say, like, you did really well, and then you're starting to get some playing time, and then eventually you're like at that next season, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work hard, but you didn't work hard, and you're like, oh, my playing time is secure because your coach told you that your playing time is secure. Like, no, it's not. You still have to have the mentality that he can replace you anytime. So I think that's some messages I would say to you. And another thing I would say is, if you're struggling, pray to God. Just pray and write down, journal. That's gonna be your best friend. But yeah, I mean, that's one thing I wish I would have said to my younger self. Like, I could be wrong. This is all personal opinion. That's what I wish I could have told myself when I was younger. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you found something valuable into it. Let me know in the comment section below what you wish you would have told your younger self. I'd be really interested. But yeah, be a creator, not a consumer. Make something, create something that will inspire you and others. Peace.